Elite TV, advancing kingdom lifestyle.
Yes, welcome to Man Unveiled. I'm Apostle Joe Wisdom, your host. And this is Wednesday. I know today people are at home having some rest. But again, we cannot forget that we have a duty, a national duty, a moral duty to reach out to you, man, every man, empowering you with divine wisdom and just helping a man get back to his original place in God. Someone said that it takes a man to get the best out of another man. And we are right here coming to you from the city center, right at your sitting room, or from where you are watching us. Kindly write to a man, write to any family man or anyone else that you need to hear this conversation. I can tell you the truth, it is always good to add value to your network. Let them know that something good is happening on Elevate, and especially on Man Unveiled show. Today is a wonderful day, and I have some wonderful guests. These are personal friends that I met some years ago, and it's so exciting that today it happened that I'm hosting both of them. I met one, and that one connected me to the other. I can say these are my crazy men who are making things happen wherever they are. And today I'm so delighted to introduce the Acts of Apostles, 3 apostles in the house. Apostle Tony, Ngumo, thank you, sir, for coming.
You're welcome, sir.
I want you to look at that camera, introduce yourself, say hi to those who are watching you, and let them know that tonight the devil must apologize.
Oh, yes. Amen. Glory to God. My name is Apostle Anthony Ngumo. I'm a married man to one wife, Esther Ngumo, blessed with 3 children, Jedidia, Shakaina, and Prince. We are doing a ministry at a place called Kirinyaga. I believe God lives there. And at the ministry is the Reigners Chapel. We are reigning together with Christ Jesus. I'm an accountant by profession. I'm an auditor. I'm an author of 4 inspirational manuals. By the grace of God, I'm apostolic by calling. I'm excited to be here. Glory to God.
Wow, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for shouting out to your family. You know that is where you are going after this.
Yes.
It's good to be careful. And do you have maybe some 2-3 friends that possibly are watching and you need to shout out?
Oh yes, I know right away that the Reigners Chapel, our members, sons and daughters, are screened wherever they are. They are somewhere waiting for this program. Yeah. I want to actually ask you to share it, make it go wild. Blessings.
Wow, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Apostle Chris,
sir,
good to see you.
It's a blessing to be here.
Welcome so much.
Thank you very much.
Look at that camera and let them know that you are around.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I want to appreciate, number one, the fact that you beckoned on us to come.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to be here. I want to send my shout out to my family as well. First, people that, of course, wako hapa kwa hapa na mimi.
Yes.
I'm a married man, of course, to one female wife, Winnie. You know, nowadays people are marrying anything in the name of marriage. So, but I'm married to one female wife, and we are blessed with 3 daughters, and we bless the Lord for that. And I am a pastor, and I'm an apostle by the calling of God, and we're doing ministry in Embu currently. And by the blessings of God, the Lord has given us a mandate called Ignite Africa Apostolic Mission, which by the grace of God, I'm the director. I'm also an author of books. The first one was Commanding Attention. The second one is What to Be in Order to Become. And the third one, which is a tagline somewhere on this show, it's The Findings of Men that God uses to advance people. And so I'm excited to be here, and we are going to share a lot, and I know the people will be blessed. I want also to send shout outs to the people of Manyata in Embu, my sons and daughters, those of you that are following us. please make sure that you share this program. Go to the YouTube. We are on Facebook Live, so that you can be able to let it go wild and viral, so that we can reach out to as many people as we can by the grace of God. The Lord bless you. Karibuni sana kwa kipindi.
Yeah, thank you and welcome. I think we can pick it up from there.
Yep.
That today I'm hosting authors, powerful men.
Yes.
I would want to let our viewers know that these are not just ordinary men. These are seasoned men. These are not armchair generals. These are men who have been tested and approved in the marketplace. They are in the ministry and in the marketplace, and I can tell you tonight is a show that you need to stay glued on your screen or on your phone if you are watching from your gadget. Now, what men wished women knew. What are these findings? Because there are some findings of men. There are some things that men have found out, and they just wished, not just women, the society knew about men. And I know you have had, you have found yourself in a setup where you are talking to men. What are some of these things that people need to understand the man? Maybe you can go to Apostle Tony first.
Well,
who is a man?
Thank you so very much. The Bible, or maybe in the contemporary context, the woman has been a bit elevated over the man, because statistics today have shown that even men are contemplating suicide or committing suicide 4 times over the woman, and that means something is virtually wrong. And the other day, sir, I was asking some group of people, ladies, mwanaume ni nini? And I was astounded by the kind of explanations, the answers they gave. One was saying mwanaume ni wallet, the other one was saying mwanaume ni do, wengine nasema mwanaume ni jasho. Now all the answers that came about shows that the man is in a place of suffering. Or in a place, you know, whereby so much is expected. Unfamiliar territory. Exactly. Exactly. Others feel like a man is, you know, so masculine kind of a human being, a tough guy. But all this, there's something that people really don't know. That a man, though looking tough, is also very vulnerable. A man looking also very tough and masculine as he, you know, miraba and all these kind of things. He is also very soft. Very soft. He has feelings, he has emotions. He's also a weak person. And this is what people really don't know about them.
Wow. Yeah. I think I like the point where you're saying that, you know, our society got to a place where we started talking about women empowerment. And that came possibly. And women empowerment, I support women empowerment 100% because I have daughters in my house. But at some point we also forgot that we had a boy child. We forgot, and right now the man has become an endangered species. Actually, yes. You realize that we have women, we have ladies, we have our daughters, our sisters who are so empowered, but they have no men to marry them. And at some point there is a statement that is being coined, ati uchukue moja ujioshe. Kwani alikuwa wapi hakuwa ameoga? Pastor Chris.
Wow. I'm getting excited already. A man in our time is looks like a mystery that needs to be demystified. Because what many people know let me say, what women know about men today is a corrupt idea. They have no clue what really a man is, because when you really don't understand what you are dealing with, you don't understand what you're dealing with. And here in this case, we are talking in terms of men. When women don't understand who is this guy that I'm dealing with, what are the contents of a man, what makes a man, then the whole idea of handling the man becomes corrupt, and it takes a different direction. And so it will take a man to demystify a man. It doesn't take a woman to demystify a man. It's a man that has his manual. It is a man that needs to tell the woman who really a man is. Because from the world of women, man is a different.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I would say also the same from this other side, that for probably from the man's side of view, a woman also is. That's why wanaume siku hizi unasikia wakisema hatuelewi wanawake. I don't know whether you have seen
that's
a meme.
a very common statement.
Yes, because the only person who can explain to you who they are is the person.
Yes, that's true.
Nobody can explain Apostle Joe better than Apostle Joe.
That's true.
Yes, I can know about you, but I don't know you.
That's true.
And what we are seeking here to know is that who is a man. And from that perspective and understanding, then the other gender will be able now to relate with understanding that huyu ndiye mwanaume, and this is a content that makes a man, and this is how I need to deal with a man. I don't have one statement that I would use to say a man is like this. But as we keep talking, we will be exposing the content of a man. Bits and bits. At the end of the day, what you come up with is a full man.
There's a definition of who a man is. Actually, someone said that, and I really admire that. So is it that if you don't tell the world who you are, the world will tell you who you are not?
Wow.
Oh yes.
That is it.
If you don't tell the world who you are, the world will tell you who you are not. So it's your responsibility to tell the world. If you are a man, it's a responsibility. And that is why sometimes men would even challenge each other. If you are a man, hit me.
Yeah.
If you are a man.
Yes.
And you see the other man hitting the other guys because like he's doubting.
He wants to prove.
He wants to prove that he is
a man.
Margaret Thatcher once said, she was talking about leadership, and she said that being a leader is like being a lady or being a woman. That if you have to say that you are, then you are not. So there's nothing to prove. I think the whole essence of defining a man is manifestation.
Yes.
Wow.
Maybe Apostle Tony, if you were to give some nuggets or some highlights on your understanding, maybe two things or one thing that you'd want every woman to know about a man, what would that thing be?
Several things, but maybe to start with one.
Yes.
That a man is a composite of many things. And inside a man, there is something called an ego.
Yes.
And that ego is something very delicate for a man. Because I've seen women that can emasculate a man by way of talk, because I believe that that thing called an ego in a man is actually what makes the man.
Yes.
The man. That thing can be abused.
Yes.
And when it is abused, the man can turn to become something else, something very different.
Yes.
From who he actually is. For example, I have seen in very many conversations, whereby a woman, we are now in the context of knowing what a man.
Yes, what a man is.
What a man is, and what a woman should know about a man.
Yes, that is it.
One of the things is that the man, when it comes to the ego of a man. The woman without understanding of the man can hurt the man.
Oh yes. Okay.
In very many ways. For example, a woman is an emotional being.
Yes.
But a man is not emotional.
It's logical.
It's logical. So a woman may be talking to a man, and the man seems not to be listening. And it is not that the man is not listening. The man wants to bring what we call to solve the problem that the woman is trying to bring across.
So as she speaks, the man is trying to process the solution.
The solution.
Yes.
And he may not talk much, and the woman will be like, "Are you reasoning?" Because the woman wants the man to talk. And the man is not wired to talk.
Yes.
He wants to prove, or as you say, to manifest
Yes,
it.
yes.
He wants to bring a real solution
Yes.
to the matter. So if you would really push, and that's why you find that in many conversations that a woman will bring across to a man will come in multi forms. For example, you may find a woman in what I call the form of communication, streaming, which is crying.
Crying, yes, yes.
She is not saying anything. She is just crying.
Yeah, expressing her emotions.
Her emotions.
Cry, yeah.
Or maybe steaming. She's not talking, but she's steaming, you know.
Yes.
She is so sad.
Yeah.
And she expects the man to understand.
To interpret.
To interpret.
Yes.
And you know, man cannot read the mind.
Yes.
So the woman expects
Yeah.
that the man will interpret what she is feeling,
Yes.
what she is going through, without, you know, and you have to really come open and tell the man, I am sad.
Yeah.
You know, this has vexed me. This is my problem. You have messed me in this area. I have had a bad day. Other than just steaming without, and the man will be wondering, what have I done? We left each other in the morning.
Yeah.
Everything was okay. What has happened during the day? You're not giving the man, you're just steaming, and the man really doesn't understand now where to. Or maybe the other issue will
He is even looking at his phone, just thinking, did he see something?
Yes, that I did not see. Really good. Or maybe the woman will scream. It's just, by the way, a man's ego is hurt by when the woman talks back and screams to the man.
Wow.
Like, you know, even if he has missed, don't raise
Your voice.
to the man. Wow. It hurts his ego big time.
So the man can do anything to protect his ego.
Oh, yes. Wow. Oh, yes.
So ladies who are watching us, protect that ego. We are coming back to it. Pastor Chris, please.
Wonderful. I'm liking the conversation. Now, you see, a man, I would say by nature, a man is a leader. By nature. One time I was talking to our people in church, and I was telling them that anytime you hear a leaders meeting, as a man you should attend. Yes, you should attend.
Wow.
We are having a leaders meeting, whether you are
Show up.
as long as you are a man.
Yes.
You should attend that meeting. Because a leader, a man, by default, or would I call it by
design, yes,
is a leader.
Yes.
A leader is a man who is a person who knows the way, shows the way, goes the way. And so number two, taking it up from where Apostle Ngumo has left it, is that a man also is a leader.
Wow.
Is a leader. That's the Bible also is very clear about it, that a man is the head.
Yes.
In a simple layman's language, a leader is a person who is in front.
Oh, yes.
Because we can say the person leading us is behind. I mean, that would be a backward, upside down way of
it's a paradox.
seeing. It's a paradox.
Yes.
So a leader is simply a person who is ahead. Whether they are leading the right way or not, but the one leading is in front.
We say anyhow is a how. You are
Anyhow
leading.
is a how, but the person in front is the leader,
yes.
because that is the direction we are taking. And so if a man is the leader in the house, then no leader would want to feel his leadership sabotaged.
Wow, I like that.
No leader, no leader. And that's where now Apostle Ngumo is coming in and he's saying that a man doesn't want to feel his ego being
challenged.
Yes, being challenged, being irritated, because there is a leadership thing, cheap.
Yes.
You want to call it that way.
Yes.
On the inside of man, that is looking for. Keep coming, keep following, let's keep going. If you stop along the way as a woman, for example, and begin to challenge, can't you see where you're taking us? When are we going to arrive where we are going to? The decision that you are making, noise.
Yes.
So a leader doesn't like noise when they are leading.
Wow.
One of the greatest expectation of a leader, and I'm talking in terms of a man
Yes,
now,
yes, yes.
is that he must be followed.
Wow.
He should be followed.
Wow.
Of course, all of us know from a great leadership teacher, John Maxwell, he says leadership in influence is influence.
Yes.
But you know as well, man of God, that you can only lead people up to the farther you want to go.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Because at some point, no matter how much you want to influence them, there is also their own personal decision to follow.
Yeah.
So as much as a leader is equipping himself to know how to lead, the follower also need to know how to follow.
How to follow. Okay.
Because if you are a good leader and you don't have people, if you have people who don't have a know-how on how to follow,
Yes.
then your leadership will have many challenges.
Wow.
And so as a man is a leader and he wants to be followed.
You know, when you're still on that, some few years ago, when we are still preparing to get the current government, there are some analysts I could listen to. I'm very good for all of these platforms and these talk shows. I was saying that the problem we have in Africa is not leadership, it's followership.
Followership.
Because we keep complaining about leadership.
Yes, sir.
From the time immemorial.
You're right.
Then if leadership was a problem, then we could have sorted out our problems a long time ago.
You're right. Sir, in this my book,
Yes. The Findings of Men.
Yes. That God uses. It is very simple. That there are things that men find that God lays hands on.
Wow.
And benefit the people with them. And number one is the leadership.
Wow.
Any community, sir, that has found a leader has found direction.
Wow.
Any people that have found a leader, they have found resources. Any community that has found a leader has found establishment.
Wow.
In life, you cannot be. The first thing that God gives a stranded people is not food, is a leader.
Oh my goodness.
Is a leader.
Wow.
So if a family has a leader, a man, a man, whether it is a father or a husband, then that family, it's not permitted to lack. That family is not permitted to lack direction. That family, the problem
cannot be stranded.
Cannot be stranded. Anywhere there is a leader, because leadership is established by God, because that is His way, that is His wisdom of taking people from point A to point B.
Wow.
When they cried in Egypt. In
Egypt, yes.
God, the first thing that God did was to look for a leader.
Oh, yes.
Bring them a leader. And with a leader, He led them out of captivity, and by a leader, He preserved them.
Wow.
Of course, we read it as by a prophet.
Yes, by a prophet.
But
it's
it
a leader.
is by a leader.
It's a leader, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And so it is very, very important for us to know that the problem number one in our families, in Africa, in our nation, in our churches, man of God, is not leadership. We have leadership in place. It's followership.
Followership.
It's followership.
Maybe I would want Apostle Tony to mention something, because when you talked about the ego, these are components in the leader.
Yes.
Because anytime the leader is being challenged by the masses or by the followership, I think that hurts the leader.
Yes.
How do we position ourselves as leaders, even in families, to a place that we can receive feedback, all right, from the followership? Because the followership also is intelligent. Some of the followers are very intelligent. Some of them are better than us.
Yes.
Someone say that I'm not the tallest. It's only that I'm on duty.
Wow.
You know, we lead people who are somehow intelligent, somehow technologically advanced than us. Some people who come from better backgrounds, people who are financially stable than us. Now, how do you position yourself as a man, as a leader, to an empowered woman who is possibly earning more than you are, who have possibly better ideas? What about, how do you position yourself as a leader in such a structure?
Two ways. Number one, when the statistics have shown today that a woman spends 40 minutes with a child every day.
Wow.
And a man,
repeat that again.
A woman spends approximately 40 minutes every day with a child.
Wow.
And a man spends 8 to 10 minutes with a child every day.
Okay.
No wonder you see that the children,
Yes.
whether even if we say the girl is to the father,
Yes,
the boy
yes,
is to the mother,
yes.
but you find that because they have been given more attention by their mothers,
Yes.
they are more to their mothers
Yes.
and of their
Oh,
fathers.
I get you now.
And this is a problem because in days to come, the man will be left alone. He will have no person.
We have that.
It's a crisis already. It's a crisis already. So as we are talking about
Yeah.
positioning the man again,
Yes.
back to his position as a leader in the family,
Yes.
is very key and very important.
Yes.
The man, as you said, may not have money like the woman because today the woman is empowered.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Wako kwa chama.
Yes,
They
yes.
can get money. You know, when you are 35 years as a man,
Yes.
even the government does not think about
You are a suspect.
you are on your own. You know, the government will take care of the young person,
Yeah.
will take care of the woman,
Oh, yes.
the boy child. Because I'm telling you, you said something that the boy child is an endangered species.
Yes.
Today,
Yes.
if you hear a police
Yes.
out there, a police Land Rover
Yes.
has carried people, most of them are men.
Don't go looking for women.
No, most of them are men. If you hear a bullet
Yes.
has brought down
It
someone,
has landed on someone.
it must be a man.
Oh, my goodness.
It must be a man.
Yes.
So the discourse of men here is very important.
Yes.
And to get back to what you asked, that taking man, because the woman, as you said, may be earning more.
Yes. She might
Because
be
she's
empowered.
empowered.
Yeah.
She's because if today a woman has no food, goes out there
Yes.
and begin to talk about how she has no food,
Yes.
people will give her
That's
food.
true. I agree.
If a man goes out there and says he has no food,
He'll get a serious beating.
it's a suspect. He'll be rough-handed.
Yeah, yes.
He'll be told to go look for a job.
Yes.
And this is a job
You'll
he has
be called
been
a lazy
looking
man.
at. He's a lazy man.
Yes.
People may not understand him. So if this woman is in the house, she's the one who is earning money.
Yes.
She's the one maybe paying the rents.
Yes.
May be the one schooling the children,
Yes.
paying the school fees, bringing the bread. It is important to understand that that the man is still there. Don't kill that man because you are the one providing. Well, I understand.
Yes.
Because there is what the Bible says.
Yes.
Husband, love your wives.
Yes.
It's like a vicious circle.
Yes.
Husband, love your wives. Wives, submit to your husband.
Yes.
So as long as the husband
Is loving. Yes.
the wife is submitting
to the husband.
to the husband.
Yes.
So, and that's why I always say to the man, try to bring something on the table.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Try to do anything.
Yes.
Because
Manifest.
actually what God's blesses
Yes.
is not the that thing we think is, you know, is the job. He says the labor of our
The
hands.
river of her, yes.
So if I give my hands something to do,
Yes.
definitely I will get something.
Oh, yes.
Bringing that home is so important in the family.
Wow.
Because this is what happens. If the woman is the one bringing, because love is expressed by giving.
Yes.
So husband, love your wives.
Yes, yes.
So the woman takes love while she is being given.
Yes.
That's how she sees love.
Wow.
So the day the husband stops giving, that is the day the woman thinks there's no love in it.
Oh, yes, I get you.
And then the husband submits, the wife submits to the husband.
To the giver.
Yes. So if it is the woman bringing in the house, believe you me, as a husband, you will submit. Utaosha manguo, utapika, na sisemi ni vibaya, utafanya kila kitu. Why? Because the laws have changed.
Oh, I get you.
He's the one now bringing,
That's
true.
not you. You
That
will-
makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
But because you feel this woman is providing so that and some dishes, there's no way she can go to. I want us to go for a break, and I'll be reading your comments. We have so many people on board here. We want to appreciate your contribution. We'll be looking at some of them. We want to go for a break, 2 minutes break. Please call a man, call that lady that need to hear what we men wished they know, and I know that we are going to enjoy and most importantly learn, so that our marriages, our lives, our families can be changed. God bless you. Coming back.
Sister Talk.
Learning to forgive people who offend you.
Akichelewa kidogo tu kutoka job na feel sasa huyu hata hana kazi yangu.
A sister is a gift to the community, a friend to many, a golden heart to the meaning of life.
Me, I'm picky. You know me, I'm very sensitive. You know that thing of being sensitive is okay, but we shouldn't wear it like a crown.
Yeah.
On Sister Talk.
Auntie is so respectful that every time Auntie, your husband calls Auntie, Auntie says, Nam, you know the ones that are pretending, no.
We engage on social issues, life challenges, economic empowerment.
Sometimes we need a friend who will slap you to reality and you think about your life.
We share various experiences all rounded through godly and biblical values.
The original intentions of God from the beginning, that his pattern was that he may replicate himself in man.
Sister Talk, every Thursday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes, welcome back to Man Unveiled. Show iko moto hapa, and we want to appreciate all of us who are following us, who are watching. I want to acknowledge some of our online viewers and who are continuing to comment. I can see Lewis Fevanjero. If you have to say who you are, then you are not. Thank you so much. We have Paul Okech, Rock Peter. Thank you, Rock Peter. I know you. There is Linius Joe. This is my wife. She's saying, watching. Hello to you, apostles of Jesus Christ. Amewasalimia. Yeah, it says that Lewis Favor is saying men have to process. Oh yes. It says that there's a Pastor Julius K. Njage, Kirinyaga Massive, my apostles in the house, at Tony Ngumo and Chris Bravery. Yeah. Thank you. Erija Nyamboga, tuned from Kwegori, EAPC. I am sure some of you understand what that is. Yes. It says that don't raise your voice as a woman to your man. These are some of the Boga points people are able to pick. And saying that a man is the leader, the head, in front. Wow, great. This is that more grace and anointing, Apostle Tony, Ngumo, and Chris. There are people who are celebrating you here. Wow. And we want to thank God that some of the people from Reina's Chapel, this is Ngumo Jededa, Reina's Chapel Ministry International, well represented. So we want to appreciate all of us for watching. There's Urubas Fos Wanyonyi, thank you for watching. And Eric Moreidi Monene, powerful, my apostles. I can tell you that people are following and people like what you're saying. People are connecting and women are learning. Because if we don't learn, these fights will be there every day. When it comes to parenting, the children don't understand their father. The wife doesn't understand his husband. Some of our brothers and sisters don't understand this man. So what you're saying is making a lot of sense. There is something you are saying before you stop. Before we went for a break, and you are talking about this man, and something, and I want you to continue engaging us. If there's something that you need to ask from our guests, kindly feel free to engage them. And I also want to ask, what is that one thing that you wished women knew about men, or men knew women knew about men? Yes, what is that one thing that you wish that women knew about you as a man? Write to us if you are a man, and if you are a lady, kindly also write to us and see some of your experiences that you are having out there. So Apostle Tony, possibly I would want you to conclude on the point that you are on when we went for a break. Okay, thank you. We were talking about the man getting back to his position. Yes. Because the man in a family is. You are saying he can wash dishes when he is not well positioned. Oh yes, yes. Because as the scripture says, husband love your wives. Yes. Jesus, for God so loved the world, he gave. Oh yes. So love is expressed in giving. Yes. If you have a girlfriend today and you have never given him anything, then it's not love. Yeah. It's not love. So where love is, sacrifice will be there. Oh yes. Sacrifice will be there. So, and for a man, giving is something. Is something. Oh yes. And in the family setup, receiving is something. Yes. So if the woman is not receiving from the man, then, and she's the one giving in that unit, there will be problems. Believe you me, let alone.
Wow. Later on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I thank you. Our executive producer, Apostle David Juma, is watching. He is saying we are taking notes. Wow. Thank you, Apostle. It's good to have you on board. Apostle Chris.
Yep.
Now, that one thing. I know you mentioned leadership.
Yes.
I think leadership is in your DNA. You
Yes,
talked
actually,
about leadership so passionately.
Yes.
Is there maybe if it's still on that line of leadership, but is there something else that you feel that women need to know about men?
Yes. You see, men are solution givers.
Yes.
And women need to know that that men are solution givers.
They are solution oriented. Yes.
If a man senses that you may not be having a solution, it would be better for that man to stay quiet and alone.
You know, as you continue, they say that one great man said nothing. You know, that's a quote, a very serious quote.
Yes.
That one great man said nothing.
Yes.
So you're saying he better keep quiet.
Yes.
If he's not giving solution.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
One of the greatest mistakes that women have not done, maybe a few.
Yes.
One of the things that women really don't do a lot is to study the psychology of men, which is very, very important, because the guy that you have in your house, if you're married, is not just a husband. He is a male. He is a male, and you need to know what is the psychology of this male.
Yeah, this species of human
this
beings.
species.
Yes.
At the age of 15, at the age of 20s, at the age of 30s, what is his way of thinking at the age of 40?
Yes.
You know, when I hit 40, I began to study about men at 40.
Yes.
So that I would not be shocked with what I will find. I don't want to be shocked.
Yeah.
And so I also challenge my wife, we need to look at things.
Yeah.
And so we need to study. You need to understand what is the psychology of men. One is that men are solution givers. Anytime a man tells you about his problem, he thinks that you can give a solution.
Okay.
If you do something out of that, you hata utaona mood ya mwanaume imeisha tu.
Yes.
Because a man wants a solution. He has not come for arguments. He has not come just to whine.
Yes.
He's not coming to complain.
Yes.
Anytime he's talking about his problem, is because he thinks that you are a solution giver.
Wow.
And if he thinks that you cannot give a solution, he better stay quiet. And I've solved so many cases about women coming and telling me that the problem with this man is that he doesn't tell me his problems.
Yes. Okay. I think you are touching a live wire there.
Yes. Man of God, you see, I hear from his friends.
Yes.
He doesn't tell me.
Yes.
He doesn't tell me that.
That's very common.
He's going through this so that we can handle together. Calm down, baby.
You know, maybe before
continues
with that, exactly, yes. One of the greatest fears of men is to be seen as weak.
Oh yes.
Thank you.
To be seen as weak. So he may hide that thing.
Yes.
He may have fears, but he don't want his woman.
He don't want to expose himself unnecessarily.
Yes, unnecessarily.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very, very on point.
Yes.
One of the greatest fears of men, like he's saying, is correct.
Yes.
Is to be seen, to be felt, to be sensed as weak. So, but then the moment I will sense that you will tell me, don't worry, come on. You see, there is one thing. Let me bring it here now.
Yes, break it down.
There is one thing that people don't tell us about Jezebel. Because we have always had the bad side of Jezebel.
Yes.
All through. We cast out Jezebel's spirit.
Yes.
We rebuke Jezebel out of church. We come against Jezebel in Jesus' name. But one of the things that we are never told, we don't take keen look at Jezebel, is that Jezebel was a solution giver
to
the husband.
Okay.
Yes. that is an incredible virtue.
Yes.
That is a wonderful.
Every woman need to master.
I'm telling you, every woman should have that Jezebel.
Yes.
I know this is
No, I want to
crazy.
agree with you and the viewer here. You know, they said
Yes.
that even that there's no an absolutely bad person.
Yes.
That even that bad person
yes.
is a good example of a bad person.
Thank you. You're right. So Naboth is quiet.
Yes.
He doesn't know what to say. He thinks that the wife doesn't have a solution.
Yes.
And then after Jezebel asking, candling the man,
He looked stranded.
he can see my man is not the man that I am used to.
Yes.
So and then the man opens up.
Yeah. What is
Because
bothering you?
What is bothering you?
Yes.
Tell me. I can handle things. I can fix.
Yes.
The moment Ahab, is it Ahab? Yes.
Yes.
Ahab felt that this woman can fix
Yes.
this problem.
Yes.
Boom. The man
shared
the problem.
Yes.
And Jezebel said, relax. I got your back.
Yes. I'll sort it out.
I'll sort you
Consider
out.
it done.
Consider it done. You understand?
Yes.
So and it really was done.
Yes.
So of course there is a bad part we know about it.
Yes.
But what we are dealing with here is that there was a solution.
Yes.
Anytime a man opens up,
Yes.
he thinks that where he is opening up, there is a solution.
There must be. So men are opening up to look for solutions, not stories, not brain.
No, not gossip.
Wow.
Actually, the woman in the house
Yes.
should help the man,
Yes.
so that when man is vulnerable,
Yes.
he can be able to open up.
Wow.
And he needs to cultivate the man to a point that the man will talk about his fears, will talk about the things that are bothering him,
Yes.
and the woman helps the woman become, but not to attack him as.
Actually, the woman is a helper.
Oh, he's a helper. Actually, he comes to help. So the worst thing that a woman can tell his man is that you're a weak man. Are you like other men?
Yes.
And then comparing them with other men who have done, achieved, had.
Can't you see?
Can't you see? Like so and so, your neighbor.
Yeah.
You see?
Your classmate.
Actually,
You say, and they have a car. There's a way they do it candidly. Yes. And you said you are in school with now.
See, man of God,
Yes, sir.
A man is such a solution seeker, oriented.
Yes.
That when he goes to marry,
Yes.
he's marrying a solution.
Okay. Okay.
Not a headache, not another problem, not another puzzle to come and demystify in the house.
Yes.
So once you begin to become complicated in terms of you are not easy.
Yes.
You can't flow with the vision of the man.
Yes.
You can't follow without being pushed and pulled, without you resisting the leadership.
Yes.
Then he begins to feel, then I think I got the wrong guy in the game.
Wow.
I can't win with this kind of mentality, with this kind of a woman.
Yeah.
And so a natural man, a natural man now will begin to think, I think I need to look for somebody else that can help me solve my life's problems and issues.
Does that inform where some men, allow me to say this, some men would tell you that I can't share my vision, that my wife doesn't understand my vision, and you find them after work, there are other people they go sharing with their vision.
Yes.
And some of these, sometimes they even fall for some of their staff.
Yes.
Who are so connected with what they are doing, who are so married to the vision that they know this is what you need to do. You need to connect to this person. So women need to know that their ability to connect with the vision,
Yes.
and coming as a solution to the man, helps man become secure in the relationship.
You're right.
Actually,
You're right.
The woman should know that what the man needs out of the woman is the woman to be his greatest cheerleader.
All right. Wow.
His greatest cheerleader. Even if he's not doing much, please cheer up him.
Yes.
Cultivate that. Celebrate that. There's a scripture in the book of Isaiah 9:8.
Yes.
The Bible says, and God sent forth his word into Jacob,
Yes.
that word brought out a nation.
Wow.
Israel.
Yeah.
So inside the man Jacob was a nation.
Oh my goodness.
So God sent a word,
Yes.
and the word brought out
Israel, a
Israel.
nation.
A nation came out. There is something in a man that needs to be cheered
Oh my goodness.
for it to flow.
Oh my goodness.
No, because you see the journey of a man. He was a boy, he was a baby, he
Yes.
became a boy,
Yes.
he became a man,
Yes.
and a man here talks of responsibilities.
Yes.
He became a father. Maybe some of them have now transited
Yeah.
from the level of a father now to becoming leaders or elders in the society. Now, that tells you that in every junction of man needs to be cheered. For him to get into the next level, he needs to be cheered. One of the greatest support system a man can have, other than his friends, is the wife, the woman. When my woman understands what I am doing,
Yes.
when he loves what I am doing, I'm good to go.
Wow.
If she sabotages
Yes.
what I am doing,
Yes.
if she does not believe in what I'm doing, then I am good as finished.
You know, someone said that in every man there is a mind.
In every man there is a mind.
In every man there is a mind.
You're right.
What you get out of that mind is dependent on how deep you are willing to dig.
Correct.
You can get gold, you can get silver, or ordinary stones. So there is a woman seated right there at home. You see your man like good for nothing. This miserable guy, he's not up to the task. He doesn't understand how things work. All his classmates are doing well. He's the only one who looks like he's left out. Inside that man who is seated right there is a mind. It's your responsibility, as Apostle Ngumo have said, to dig greatness out of that man. You can call greatness out of that man. You know, when the Bible says that your daughter shall prophesy, and young men shall see visions, old men shall have dreams. It is the role of a woman to prophesy. Prophesy is calling out. I think that's what you're saying.
Yes.
Pastor Chris.
Yeah, very, very important. He's brought up a very important point.
Yes.
That a man needs support.
Yes.
The truth is this, Apostle,
Yes.
that every man will do well if supported.
Wow.
There are many things that make life better. And one of the things is support.
Wow.
I think that's something I also teach in leadership. There's no leader that can't do well if they are given support.
Wow.
If a man is supported, it doesn't matter whether the thing that he has begun is as tiny as what.
Wow.
The support of a woman that
Yes.
is in his life
Yes.
is enough.
Wow.
If today I'm a pastor, I have a great church, wonderful people, and my wife's support is not coming into the work,
Yes.
sir,
You'll be frustrated.
I will be frustrated.
I agree.
I will leave the work.
I agree.
I will feel like pastoring is not something that
you're
I
not
should
called for
want-
this thing.
I want to do anymore. Why? Because there is no support. So every woman must understand
Yes.
that the man needs support, not sabotage.
Wow.
Not sabotage. When you begin to cut off the legs of a man, and support, I mean with all of your heart, let your mind be in it.
Yes.
Understand what the man is trying to achieve.
Yes.
Even if you don't like it,
Yes.
give it.
Give him a benefit of doubt.
Give it, yes.
Yes.
Because even somebody told me many years ago, he was a mentor in my life that time, and he said, even the foolishness of a leader, if fully supported, it will succeed. I'm telling
No. I think you need to repeat that again. You need to pin this. Someone pin this right there.
Yes. Even the foolishness of a leader,
Yes.
if given full support, it will succeed. You know the reason why? Is because a leader is not in his position by his own taking.
Oh, yes.
By his own, by his own,
Yeah. It's not. By his own making. Yes.
Yes, he's there because God has.
It's an appointment.
It's an appointment.
Yes.
And so, what looks like foolishness,
Yeah.
in the eyes of the wise, is wisdom with the leader.
Oh, yes.
Because leadership is God's wisdom on earth.
Is that reason why they say that correction upward is rebellion?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, rivers don't flow upwards.
Yes.
Rivers
Don't flow upwards.
Okay. They flow
They
downwards.
flow downwards.
Okay. So instruction. Okay. Wow.
And that is very, very important.
Yes.
So support.
Yeah.
Every man anywhere
Needs support.
needs support. Ask any man anywhere that got frustrated in his family.
Yes.
And one of the things they will mention
Yes.
is that I lacked support from my wife.
Wow.
Virtually any man that has failed, either in marriage, in family,
Yeah.
that's that kind of a thing. There may be many other things that he may have failed in.
Yeah.
But one of the things that will come out of man is that I lacked support from my wife.
Never underestimate
Yes.
the power of a woman.
Yes.
Because he can support, as the man of God is saying.
Yes.
They have said all the greatest presidents in the US
Yes.
fared very well because of the support they received from their men.
You're right.
They received from their women.
Yes, yes.
It's very important. They say
very important.
that the greatness of a ship, the greatness of a ship
Yes.
is known
Yes.
in the deep waters.
Aha.
The deep waters of a man
Yes.
are his woman.
Wow.
The man can sail. The man can become. The man can do anything.
In Wisdom Talks, and I think this has a lot to do with our connection with you, the first time we met, one of the things that I learned is that human beings are human becomings.
Yes, they are human becomings.
Yes, yes.
So a man can become anything.
Anything.
A lion cannot become anything.
No.
A monkey is a monkey until
a
the
monkey
kingdom
forever.
comes.
Yes.
It cannot become anything.
Until kingdom
But a
comes.
man can. That
becoming.
man that is seated right there next to you.
Yes.
That man who looks miserable, who looks like he's not going anywhere.
Yes.
That man, there's a God seated next to you. There's a book I would recommend that every woman should read called Acres of Diamonds. You might be looking people out there like they have everything. They have everything they need. Their life is, they are doing well. They are succeeding in the marketplace. But ukiona vielea, there's someone who there's a cost somewhere. Every greatness has attachment of sacrifice. And I want you to address the aspect of communication, because there are many women who are ready to support, but the man has not communicated. You cannot support what you don't understand. And I also want you to address on that the aspect of men who have been perpetually supported, but they don't look like they are breaking through. Women have taken loans. Women have sold land. They have done everything. But this man is not like. It's like he has an issue with the generation. They say with the ancestors. There is a debt they are paying with the ancestors.
The ancestors have refused to let him go.
The ancestors have refused to break. Help this man.
There are several commitments of a man.
Yes, sir.
And one commitment of a man is to succeed.
Yes, sir.
And it is very unbecoming if the man is disadvantaged,
Yes.
having been supported by the
Oh my
woman,
God, yes.
having had all the support that requires.
Yes.
To me, it means he is lacking something.
Yes.
And one of the things, because they say that there are two ways of making mistakes.
Yes.
They are of running from mistakes.
Yes.
One is through mentors,
Yes.
and the other one is through mistakes.
Yes.
If I do a mistake today,
Yes.
I learn from it. I gain wisdom from mistakes.
Yes.
And that is so bad because nobody told me,
Yeah.
don't go that way.
Yeah.
Because if you go that way, there are bends, there are potholes.
Yeah.
So because nobody mentored me, I made the mistakes.
Yes.
Now I'm learning from the mistakes.
Yes.
The other way of learning from gaining wisdom is through mentors.
Mentors, yes.
The problem we have with our boy child today, or
Yes.
the man today,
Yes.
is that he has nowhere to fall back.
Wow.
He is the Alpha and the Omega.
Yes.
He is the, what the Kikuyu say, Hodina Karivu. He is the one.
Hodina Karibu.
Hodina Karibu.
Yes.
And the problem is that even what they don't know,
Yes.
they want to assume they don't know.
Yes.
And they don't go for necessary information that should make them become.
Wow.
So they are deformed
Yes.
because they lack the information, that
yes.
should form them.
Wow.
I would say this. There is nobody who is perfect.
Yes.
But we perfect.
We are
what we know.
perfected with the time,
We
yes.
are perfected with the time.
Wow.
Now, if I don't know what I need to know to become better, then I'm most disadvantaged in life.
Wow.
So I would ask, how many books have all men reading?
Oh yes.
You know, because for example, you just became a father.
Yes.
You've not been a father before.
Yes.
Now you are a father. What do you know about fathering?
Yes. Yeah.
So how would you become better without necessary information that should help you?
That's true.
And that's why we are failing.
Yeah. Ignorance
is scattering our men. Yes, scattering our men.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, address the aspect of communication. How should I communicate as a man? Because for the woman to support, she needs to understand.
Yes.
You cannot support what you don't understand.
Yeah.
How should we communicate? Because sometimes men are very passionate about what they are doing. Very passionate. But the woman is not there. Actually, they say that her work is to sabotage me. But how can she support and she doesn't
understand? Yes. One, everybody needs to know the language they use to communicate with them. That's why the husband needs to know the language the wife understands. And language here, I don't mean English or Swahili or whichever the language that people use. I'm talking about the vision language.
Yes.
The work language.
Yes.
You know, whichever way you know that my wife understands this very well, that if I do this thing this way, if I do my things this way, my wife understands. And number two, also, what makes sometimes women understand very well is if you have done one or two things before. If kama kuna sifa fulani uko nayo ya vitu mbili ama tatu umefanya, then the wife will begin to be very keen, understand? And so the language to communicate must be within the context of your relationship. If you don't know how to express express your vision, then for example, in terms of pictures, in terms of maybe setting an example of something, maybe you've done something and give some results, then if you have to keep doing some few things to be able to master a language that you can be communicating your vision to your wife with. And number two, the wife also needs to understand when my husband begins to do this, this is what he is meaning. This is his language of telling me that we are shifting gears. We want to do this. We want to do the other. Communication is very important without also putting off the articulation part of it. That you should be able to know your vision well, to be able to articulate it. Make it as simple as possible like we would say, make it palatable for your spouse, for your wife, for your woman to understand. Use the language in terms of whether English, Swahili, that is, she can be able to understand. So that at the end of the day, you will not say, ya kwamba she's sabotaging. So make the language as simple as possible and communicate it as many times as possible. One man said, I think if I can remember him, he's a leadership coach. His name is Pastor Sam Andeyemi.
Andeyemi, I know.
Yes. He says that if you talk about your vision and they don't understand, then talk about it again. If they don't understand, talk about it again. If they don't understand, talk about it again. If you think they are getting bored, that is the time they are beginning to understand. It's now beginning to get into
sync.
Yes, you assume that, and then talk about it again, and then before you know it, they have already understood it, and it has become part of it. The same case with marriage and wife.
Wow, powerful, powerful, powerful. I think I would pick it up from where this show hatuwezi maliza. I think as some of you are writing here, we need a part 2 of it, because we have just scratched the surface. The best part of this show is yet to come. So I can tell you, continue following us, and much more. These men are loaded. I have not even downloaded a quarter of what they carry. But they also say, when they talk about the vision, explain your vision to your wife by use of a diagram. Is the easiest way to explain it. If you want to build a house, an apartment, draw it and tell her this is how you are going to do it. She will understand it, because the mind of a man processes images. They also say that if you want, show her place in that vision. Don't just explain something and assume that she will follow. What is her place? The disciples themselves asked, now we left our families, what shall we get?
What is in it?
So she also has some interest, some shares. So we show her shares in that project. So I want to wrap it there, and I want Apostle Ngumo, please, I want you to, if there is something you need to say to conclude, ukisalimia wale watu walikuwa kwa mitambo, let us know how we can connect with you as we look forward to the next show.
Okay.
Kindly, thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much for following us on this program. You made it successful because you stayed with us and you shared the same. Kindly don't forget to like and to follow this TV. The discourse, especially in these programs, are life-changing. We are based at the Kirinyaga County, a place called Mwea or Gurubani. This place has several names. It's called Wanguru, it is called Mwea, it is called Gurubani, and we are the Reinas Chapel. Anytime you are in Kirinyaga, kindly come and worship with us. God is helping us. We are growing by His grace, and things are happening at the Reinas Chapel. Please come and join us in our worship every Sunday service. We have 2 services, one at 7 a.m. That's a leadership kind of a service, and the workers kind of a service, and the business people kind of a service that ends at 9:30. Then from 9:30 to 12:30, we have our main services. Every time you're in Kirinyaga, let me pastor you. God bless you.
Wow, thank you, sir. I've been at Reinas. I think I came for a couple's dinner, and I've also been there for an anniversary celebration.
Yes, sir.
So you're doing a good job, sir.
Thank you.
Pastor Chris.
Thank you, sir. I want to also appreciate the opportunity we had together. It's been very warm here, and we bless the Lord that He's given us a good opportunity to share and to talk to our people.
Wow.
I want to appreciate everybody that has been online following us. I've seen a lot of guys from Embu, and thank you very much for following. There is a team that I usually have. It's called Marito Mentorship House group. I've seen a couple of people there, following us online, and thank you very much for doing that. We are in Embu doing the work of God. This season, Man of God have been traveling ministry with Ignite Africa Apostolic Mission, putting up a wonderful team together so that we can be able to do missionary work. And we bless the Lord for that. I'm a leadership coach. Young people as well, we handle them from every perspective, and we bless the Lord for what He is doing. Of course, you can follow me in social media platform, Chris Bravery. There is also Chris Bravery Ministries International page. The same on YouTube, X. There is also Instagram. And we bless the Lord for that. Please follow us. The numbers also that you can be able to reach us are still there, and you can be able to talk to us.
Wow.
And God bless you so much. Also, find our books. You want to talk to us, you can get our books.
At Elevation Bookshop, right?
Yes, at Elevation Bookshop. You can get our books if you are within Nairobi, anytime you find yourself here. And they are going to be a big, big blessing in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you, sir.
Apostle Tony Ngumo on social media platforms?
Oh yes, I'm on social. You can look at, find us on the Reinas TV. We are, Tony Ngumo is my Facebook account.
Wow. Thank you. We want to wrap it there. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Apostle David Juma, God bless you. I've seen your gesture. May you live long and have a good night. Till next time.